How's fall camp been as a true linebacker now?
It's been fun. Definitely getting used to moving around with all the weight, but it's been fun. Been a little learning curve, but you know, it's been cool. It's been cool.
How do you feel like you are moving around with the weight, just compared to how you were as a safety?
I kind of got my first taste of it like in the spring, but like I got used to it like after like the first 2 days, so I've been good.
Did you have a moment that was kind of like, all right, this is different, like just going up against a guard or something?
Yeah, I mean everybody in our O-line is good, so kind of had like that moment every day, but it just made me better.
With anything you did in particular where, I mean, you're gaining 15 pounds in a year and 27 pounds over 2 years, it's a good amount of weight, man. So anything that you did specifically to put on the weight, clean weight?
Eat at 11 o'clock. Eat something healthy. I eat pasta. A lot of pasta.
11 o'clock p.m.?
Yeah.
What type of pasta? Anything particular, any sort of recipe, or just any type of pasta?
I like shrimp, so anything with shrimp, I throw a little chicken in there, here and there.
What do you feel like has been the biggest transition for you outside of the weight?
Like moving the linebacker?
Yeah.
Everything happened a little faster in the box. Like you got to like be like really locked in on your keys and be able to like read and react, and like knowing that like gaps can change like depending on like what type of run scheme they doing. So I'll probably say that.
You talked about how the O-line's been challenging you. What exactly have they been doing in practice to really give you a hard time, but also make you better at your new position?
They listening to Coach Terry, and you know, he getting them right. Like they physical. You know, I'm not the biggest. Like I'm used to being like the biggest in the secondary, but like I'm not the biggest in the box. So like everybody like 300 pounds, and they know how to use like all of their 300 pounds. So I'll probably say that.
For a fan who may not know all the particulars, like describe what the difference is. Where if you were mainly a C or D gap guy before, to now be a downhill in the A gap kind of guy, like what is the difference of a pulling guard hitting you there versus somebody on the perimeter?
I don't know. My opinion is kind of it's got some similarities. Like hit them before they hit you, and I don't know. The biggest change, you gotta be ready to get your like toes stepped on. Like at 300 pounds, like when they step on your toes, it hurt. So
Does that happen to you so far?
a couple times, but you know.
Any one person that's particularly the worst that stepped on your toes?
Johnny Cornelius stepped on my toe yesterday, and I told him about it, and it really hurt.
What's the best hit you've had in fall camp?
Best hit?
Yeah.
I like my teammates a lot, so you know, I get everybody get their little fair share, but you know, just leave it at that.
Any linebackers you work with closely to sort of, learn more about the position?
Like on our team?
Yeah.
Oh, like our whole linebacker room, really like Justin and Jeff, cause like they been playing. My boy Bucky, my bad. Yeah, Justin and Jeff, cause they play linebacker. Like Jeff played in this scheme last year, and Justin come from like the Big Ten, where like it's a lot of downhill linebacker stuff. So like he learned a lot from. Iowa had like a linebacker that went first round last year, so all the stuff that he learned from him, like just getting little nuggets from them too, really.
You repping mainly with those guys, repping McConnor at all, or?
We mixing it up, you know. We'll see on game day.
How do you think the linebacker room has done just overall through these 2 weeks of fall camp?
I mean, great. I mean, we adjusted. Like a lot of us are like converted players, so I mean, I'll let Coach Lennon tell you, but like I feel like we're doing great. So yeah.
Do you think that makes you a stronger player, a better player, knowing that you've been in other positions around the field and to be able to succeed in other particular areas as well?
Most definitely. Like I feel like the more you can do, like the more value you can add to a team. Like, you know, like being a one-trick pony has not really ever been my thing. So I'm excited for the opportunity to do something new and be great at it.
Now, as like a former DB, what skills, transition over to that linebacking group that help you be a better linebacker?
That's a good one. I mean, you're still covering tight ends, covering running backs, owning leverage. Like, I feel like when people think about linebackers and coverage, like they overly aggressive, like they can't maintain their leverage. I feel like that's a big thing, and just being able to play in space, like tracking hips from a distance, like being able to keep speed while you tracking, not overrunning stuff. stuff like that, and tracking the ball too.
Have you been able to help out any of the other linebackers that maybe have struggled in those areas that you have more experience in?
I mean, I feel like we all feed off each other. Like, it's not like one particular person like just like running the whole room. It's like everybody like add like they little nuggets to the room, and they just make everybody better.
Well, I know a lot of the position rooms have various different, coaches, GAs, etc. Who are kind of just the lead voices, coach-wise, in the inside linebacker room for you guys?
Mike Olowski, Coach Tosh, Coach Landon, like everybody kind of like take turns. So like everybody giving us like different nuggets because they all kind of like been in this scheme for like a long time. So like they know what it's supposed to look like. So like really all three of them.